welcome inside the GCU Arena on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Phoenix. The Grand Canyon University Antelopes are geared up to play the 6th-ranked Pepperdine Waves. I am Dinah Johnson alongside Marley Thompson, and Marley, the Lopes played the number 8 UCLA Friday night. Marley, can you recap all the action from that game?
That's right, Diana. The Lopes are coming away with an amazing win against the powerhouse UCLA. It was a tough fight. However, they came away with the win. The team tied the program record for aces, upsetting number 8 UCLA 3-1. And none of that would have been possible without the excellent performance by Christian Janke, Camden Gianni, Hugo Fisher, and Kyle Thompson. The Lopes again making history, Diana.
Absolutely, Marley. We saw them take down or end the streak with Stanford a couple weeks ago inside the Antelope Gymnasium. That was an exciting game. Real quick, before we hear the starting lineup, let's throw it down to prayer and national anthem.
And your Grand Canyon University Antelopes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all please rise if you are able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we begin this afternoon's competition with the word of prayer. Today's prayer is led by Sydney Kincaid, a GCU sophomore majoring in healthcare administration and a member of the GCU cheerleaders.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for this day and for the sport of volleyball. Lord, I thank you that we all have been given the opportunity to come here and support our players. Lord, I pray that you will just bless the coaches, the officials, the players, and everyone here in attendance today. Please keep everyone safe from injury and harm. Give the players an energy and a confidence, and I just pray that they will do it all for you. I pray that you will be honored and glorified through this game. We love you. Amen.
Thank you, Sydney. Fans, please remain standing as we now honor America with a playing of the national anthem. The Star-Spangled Banner will be performed this afternoon by our very own Thundering Herd Pep Band under the direction of the professor, Dr. Paul Cook, and today his student associate, Andrew Lopez. Thank you.
Obviously, Pepperdine is another big name in the world of volleyball. They are tied for 6th, but the Lopes have been consistently taking down teams that have been ranked higher than them all season. Marley, how can the Lopes look to execute this game with the Sanderson Ford 3 keys to the game?
All right. First point is visualization. Visualization is obviously a huge factor into every sport, Diana, but it will help with their athletic movement. It will help with their concentration when taking on this number 6 team, and will reduce any pressure that they feel. And then going into the next one, service errors. We saw that last time, Diana. Service error after service error after service error, and we do not want that. They cannot afford that during this game against Pepperdine. And last point is they need to keep on the winning streak. They are currently on a 2-winning streak right now, so they need to keep boosting that up to eventually move up higher in the rankings.
Most definitely, Marley. And we're gonna go ahead and kick off the starting lineup for Pepperdine.
The libero is a 6-foot freshman, number 9, Diego Perez. At opposite, a 6'8" freshman, number 12, Jacob Steele. At outside hitter, a 6'4" junior, number 14, Alex Gettinger. At middle blocker, a 6'10" junior, number 20, Austin Wilmont. And a middle blocker, a 6'9" freshman, number 24, JT Ardell. The Waves are 6-4 on the season, 3-1 in Mountain Pacific Sports Federation play, currently ranked number 6 in the nation. They're led by head coach David Hunt. Assistant coaches Paul Carroll and Matthew Pollock, and Director of Operations, Haley Thompson. Fans, it's time to get on your feet and make some noise. This is the starting lineup for your Grand Canyon University Antelopes. An outside hitter, a 6'5" freshman from Carlsbad, California, number 5, Camden Gianni. The setter is a 6'7" sophomore from Haines City, Florida, number 8, Heath Hughes. And middle blocker, a 6'7" junior from Santa Barbara, California, number 10, Yippee-ki-yay, Ian McLean. And outside hitter, a 6'5" sophomore from Carlsbad, California, number 11, Christian Janke. The libero is a 6'3" sophomore from beautiful Santan Valley, Arizona, number 13, Cole Udo. At opposite, a 6'8" sophomore from Villiers, Belgium, number 19, Hugo Fisher. And a middle blocker, a 6'7" sophomore from Orlando, Florida, number 23, Kyle Thompson. The Lopes are 11-3 in the season, 3-1 in the MPSF. Currently ranked number 13 in the nation. They're led by head coach Matt Burley, assistant coach Keith Smith, graduate assistant Andrew McCall, special assistant to the head coach Mr. Dennis Flowers. From the sports medicine staff, the lifesaver Deborah Storm. Officiating today's contest.
Okay, let's go ahead and recap the lineups. In the blue for Pepperdine, we have number 3, Joe Carlos, number 5, Noah Dyer, number 9, Diego Perez, number 12, Jacob Steele, number 14, Alex Gettinger, number 20, Austin Wilmot, number 24, JT Ardell, and for the Grand Canyon University Antelopes in the white, we have Camden Gianni as number 5, Avery Enriquez, Heath Hughes, Ian McLean, Christian Janke, Cole Udall, Hugo Fisher, and Kyle Thompson. As we get ready to kick off this first set. I believe Pepperdine will have first possession of the ball, and Joe Carlos will go back for the first serve.
Are you ready, Diana?
Absolutely, I'm ready for some more volleyball action inside this GCU arena. As he'll go ahead and serve that one over. Christian Janke will take it up to Hugo Fisher, and that's going to go off Pepperdine's block. They get set up for the outside. Noah Dyer takes a swing at that one, but the Lopes are able to return that. But Pepperdine's block was just too big for the Lopes to combat with.
Yeah, very nice on Pepperdine's side. Again, we talked about the energy, Diana, that the boys need to watch out for with Pepperdine because they are definitely going to bring the heat.
Joe Carlos with that serve again. Pepperdine up 1-0. Kyle Thompson going in for a little bit of a soft touch hit. Kind of took Pepperdine by surprise early in this first set.
And you mentioned Kyle Thompson. And we talked about him last time that he was gone for a little bit, but last game he just dominated. That's all we could talk about last time. For Kyle Thompson, last game he had 8 kills, 11 total attempts, 3 digs, and 10 points. He was just on fire for the Lopes, Diana.
Definitely excited to have him back as he's a big component for the Lopes offense. Noah Dyer is going to go ahead and step back to that service line as Pepperdine is up 2-1. Christian Jenke's going to take that first pass and go ahead and hit from the outside, but Pepperdine got that one up, and Lopes are going to answer up to Heath Hughes. Back over for Camden Gianni. But the refs are going to say that one is down. Great effort by Pepperdine's libero.
Great effort by Camden Gianni. Another guy that we will consistently talk about, and for the years to come, they will probably consistently talk about him as well. Last game for him, he had 17 kills, 23.5 points, 4 aces, which was amazing. It was super fun to watch that. And 4 total blocks. And some of those stats were actually season highs for him.
Big component for the Lopes offense, as well as we're just running through all the big hitters for this Lopes offense. JT Ardell's going to step back to the service line as Pepperdine is still up 3-2. Camden Johnny to Heath Hughes, down to Kyle Thompson with the quick. Pepperdine not able to answer as Lopes will tie it all up at 3.
And all of this would not be possible for the Lopes and for Pepperdine without amazing coaches that they have. For GCU, we have Matt Worley, 5th season, 13-16 record last year. Very decorated, the most decorated volleyball coach at GCU. He was on the junior national team, was Team USA starting setter for the 2007 Junior World Champions. And then on the other side, we got David Hunt, who is just as decorated. This is his 2nd season with Pepperdine. And David Hunt returned to Pepperdine's men's volleyball team to the NCAA championships and collected the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation Coach of the Year honors.
Very, very decorated coaches in the house tonight. And Marley, we're seeing a little bit of service errors, which is not what we wanted to see, as we saw a lot of that in the UCLA game.
Knocked right down by number 20 on Pepperdine's team, Austin Wilmont. And Austin Wilmont's father, fun fact, was actually a professional tennis player. And we were talking about fathers last time for UCLA. Very, very decorated family throughout a lot of these teams.
Definitely. There's Camden Gianni. He's gonna send that one down line and come away with his 2nd kill of the night, or the afternoon, excuse me, and then go right back to that service line. All tied up at 5.
And Diana, it looks like this is going to be a very well-fought game. It looks like it might be going back and forth a little bit, but we're gonna have to get comfortable for this one because we might be here a while.
Austin Wilmot back to serve. He's going to go ahead and get that one over. Camden Johnny right to Heath Hughes, and Christian Jenke's going to send that one down the line. It seems like line shot here today is really working for the guys.
That's right, Christian Jenke. Last game had 7 kills, 16 total attack attempts, 9 digs, 13 points, and almost breaking a school record. He was just 1 away. So if he gets another one today, Diana, who will break that school record. Great block.
Pepperdine throwing up some big blocks early in this first set. Definitely saw that was a big trend in the UCLA game. The Lopes really had to compensate and kind of figure out how to hit around the hands of those Bruins players, and it seems as though they're going to have to keep on that here today. Jenke for Heath Hughes, up to Hugo Fisher, and that one, the refs are going to say that one's a little bit out of bounds, but I don't know, Marley. I thought I saw a touch on that one.
Yes, I thought there was a touch. GCU thought there was a touch as well. But again, we talked about this last time. We are all the way up in the booth, and we cannot see that far away.
Janke for Heath Hughes. Janke again, and he's gonna send that one right into that hard cross short angle. Great spot. Definitely a high IQ volleyball player. Love to see him every time we're in the gym.
Yeah, Christian Janke was actually one of the first 4 players in the country to have 200+ kills. And he's just a sophomore, Diana, but he's become very decorated already in early years in his college career already.
And as Pepperdine's gonna come away with another one of their points as they're up 9-7. Gonna step back to the service line. Noah Dyer is gonna take it for the Waves. Christian Janke to Heath Hughes, up to Hugo Fisher. And they're gonna give that one to the Lopes. Christian Janke is gonna step back to the service line. He was another big one who had quite a few service aces in that game against UCLA. Almost tied for the record. But he's gonna send that one out of bounds. That'll be the 3rd service error for GCU in comparison to Pepperdine's 1. JT Ardell gonna go with the standing float. Not something we see very often in college volleyball, but gets it over. There's Janke from the back row. Jacob Steele, excellent kill.
And Pepperdine's just bringing that heat again like we talked about. They're applying a lot of pressure to GCU and seeing if that they can respond to what they are playing right now.
Ardell takes the serve up to Heath Hughes. Camden Gianni, but Pepperdine's able to return that one. Back to Camden Gianni, and he's gonna be blocked by Austin Wilmont and Jacob Steele. The Lopes say they've had enough. They're gonna talk it over. We're gonna send you guys to a commercial break. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems, you're helping to build a better tomorrow. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena for men's volleyball. And Marley, both teams are actually pretty even, which is something that I'm really excited about. There's nothing better than a close game. As you look at the stat monitors, we see Camden Gianni's got 2 kills. So does Christian Janke as well as Kyle Thompson. And over on the Pepperdine side, Austin Wilmot's got 2. JT Ardell's got 2. Jacob Steele's got 1, but I have no doubt he's been swinging really nice, so we'll probably see his stats go up in the next few points.
And you mentioned JT Ardell on the Pepperdine side. He is performing very well right here. And season stats is 17 kills, 29, total attacks, 3 digs, and 31.5 points. So he is not way up there in the stats, but he is slowly getting there, Diana. Is definitely showing his worth. He is a redshirt freshman, which would explain some of the reason why that is happening, but he is delivering here this afternoon.
Hugo Fisher taking a swing at the Waves, and he's going to come away with his 2nd kill of today. 4th player to have 2 kills early in this first set, as Pepperdine's still up 12-9. Kyle Thompson stepping back to take the serve for the Lopes. He's going to go with the float serve. Pepperdine. Great block by the Lopes. Ian McLean, Heath Hughes, really closing that block up, making sure that the Waves are going to have a difficult time with their offense.
It may be that timeout that Worley took for the boys is what they needed, and told them to slow down, concentrate, and focus on the game.
Kyle Thompson taking the serve.
Looks
but
like
Jacob
a little
Steele,
bit of miscommunication right there.
Jacob Steele's going to come away with his second kill. I just mentioned that we were going to probably see a kill from him in the next few points, and there it is. There's his second one.
And we have Cole Udall in for the Lopes. And we mentioned them last time, Avery Enriquez and Cole Udall, who switched off a lot last game, and it was fun to see them, each perspective, as they are switching out right now, and they were huge contributors as well. They should not go overlooked, like you said last time, because they are great contributors for our team.
As there's the Lopes' offensive or defensive net presence. Another big momentum shifter for the boys. We saw that a lot in several games, not to mention the UCLA game where they got a big block, and that was really a turning point. CTU is going to drop that one short, picked up by the Pepperdine libero, and Ian McLean's going to get a touch on that block. There's another touch by Hugo Fisher and Ian McLean. Another touch. There's Christian Janke. He's going to get the dig up to Camden Gianni, and he's going to get that one over, but Pepperdine returns the ball. And the point will go to the Waves. Not sure what the call was. Possibly a lift? Marley, did you have double touch?
Yeah, it seemed like there would be a double touch somewhere in there. Totally thought that it might have been off Pepperdine's line when they saved it right there. But again, you just look at one team who has the ball, and you don't see the other one, and it's very fast-paced moving. But right there, the Lopes returning the favor to Pepperdine and answering to that.
Camden Gianni certainly put an exclamation point on that one as he's going to step back and serve. The Lopes are creeping up on the Waves as Pepperdine's got 14 and GCU's got 13. Gianni takes the serve. But that's going to be picked up by Heath Hughes, and Camden Gianni sends that one over and out of bounds. Great effort from the Lopes.
Great job by Heath Hughes right there. He was another great contributor, someone who should not be overlooked either. Last game he had 14 kills, 32 total attack attempts. Pardon me, this is this season, not last time. This season he has 14 kills, 32 total attack attempts, 397 assists, 53 digs, and 25.5 points. So when Matt Worley puts him in, he will deliver. And you see Ian McLean delivering for the Lopes right there as well, as it is 15-14 Pepperdine.
Ian McLean, the silent but deadly player on the team. You kind of forget about him sometimes, but he always reminds you that he's there. As we saw
not
him
make you forget.
As we saw him drop that one a little behind the 10-foot line. And he's going to almost get a service ace. Great effort from him. And he's going to, I thought for sure maybe he got that one up, but great effort from Ian McLean. Point goes to the Waves as we're 16-14, halfway through this first set. Setter Joe Carla steps back to the service line. Heath Hughes up to Christian Janke. He's going to go at the tip.
And that will be Pepperdine's point, making it 17-14 now. Again, bringing the heat here in the arena. But the heat is also brought by all those students and the parents here this afternoon, Diana. Like we mentioned last time, the Havocs are a force not to be reckoned with. They can mess you up sometimes.
Yes, a great turnout on this Sunday afternoon.
Hugo Fisher with the kill right there. Another powerhouse guy that we were talking about. He is from Belgium. He was on the Belgium national team. He has a long sheet of stats, and is just a key contributor to this team.
He's got a killer serve, as we see right there. Sending it over to the Waves. As Noah Dyer's going to tool that one off the block. Point goes to Pepperdine as they're up 18-15.
Back at the line for Pepperdine, we got Noah Dyer, a senior from California. Key contributor last game for them as well. And Hugo Fisher coming in once again, powerhouse, powerhouse, powerhouse.
Yes, we're going to see a lot of him from today as Christian Janke steps back to the serve. What was our nickname for him last game?
We made a nickname for Kyle Thompson. We called Kyle Killer Kyle.
I believe we called Christian Janke Powerhouse.
Powerhouse, yes, yes. We called him Powerhouse, that's for sure. We called Hugo Fisher and Janke Powerhouses because that's what they are for sure. And we saw a service error right there. Not exactly what we want to see at all, as that was a key contributor to why the game was so tough against UCLA.
Heath Hughes once again with the hit. And Cole Udall picks up that tip as Camden Gianni's going to flick that one over into the corner. And Jacob Steele with the kill as Pepperdine is up to 20. Matt Worley's going to talk it over with the Lopes as we go into another commercial break. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
You have a foundation of strong values. You belong where your passions come to life. Grand Canyon University's online degree program in cybersecurity makes it convenient for you to join the newest front in keeping your community safe. GCU teaches you how to secure and protect a virtual environment. Join the growing field of cybersecurity.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena for men's volleyball. It's Pepperdine versus the Grand Canyon University Antelopes. And Marley, we love our game prep time. That's for sure. We love digging to find some fun facts about our opponents, and definitely some interesting fun facts on Pepperdine's volleyball page.
Yes, that was so fun to look through all of that information.
Definitely. No, you talked earlier about how some of these guys have some really talented fathers. And let me tell you, Noah Dyer's father.
Yes, I was just about to mention him.
Holy cow. His dad played volleyball and basketball at Harvard.
Yes.
He also was a professional beach volleyball player, which I think is insane.
Yes, and their whole family, actually. He has 5 siblings. Sister Heidi was on All-American beach volleyball player for Pepperdine, who also competed on the indoor team. Sister Lily is a member of Pepperdine's women indoor volleyball team. And once again, like you mentioned, their father is very decorated. So volleyball is definitely a big thing in that household. And I'm sure they have some great competitions inside the family.
Jack Burton's going to step into the game.
And Jack Burton is one of our 4 captains this year, as he is a senior. He has 23 kills, 14 digs, 32.5 points in the season, and 47 total attempts.
Janke is everywhere on the court, as you saw him dive for that last one, and he was able to get that one before up, which I was very impressed that he did. Very talented in the back row. I believe he leads the team with 60 digs.
We got Kyle Thompson running from somewhere. He came. I thought he was about to come into the game, but he did not.
Not quite sure what happened there, but
number 12, Jacob Steele, freshman from California.
He's going to get the ace as the Wave guys are going nuts over there. Pumped over his beautiful ace in the corner.
And we always talk about their celebrations, Diana. Definitely watch out for those. It kind of lightens up the mood, that's for sure.
Janke, Cole Udall able to pull that one over, and it's going to be tight. And sent back down by setter Joe Carlitz.
Great effort by Cole Udall, though. Again, another key contributor to our team.
Jacob Steele once again back at that service line. 1 service ace, 5 kills. Cole Udall, beautiful pass up to Ian McLean, but he hits that one wide. You can see the frustration written all over his face, as he knew a couple inches would have made a difference on that one.
And this is match point for the first set. So let's see if the Lobes can stop them, or will Pepperdine take this first set, Diana?
Jacob Steele to Heath Hughes, up to Hugo Fisher, hits the ref, and that one's going to be out of bounds. And that's going to be the conclusion of our first set on this Sunday afternoon. Marley, what do you think that Pepperdine did that made them stand out in comparison to the Grand Canyon University Antelopes?
You know, they, like we said, it goes back. They brought some kind of energy out there on the court, and watching them warm up, they were just having fun with it. They were relaxed and everything. It seemed like our boys are just a little bit more tense, and we tend to see that with them in the first set when against powerhouse big
UCLA.
teams like this. Yes, they seem very tense and they don't know what to do, but usually when it comes around second set, they get comfortable, they work on their communication, and they are able to find or match the energy as the other team. So hopefully a light switch will turn on for them in the second set to conquer Pepperdine in this set.
We're going to go ahead and send you to a commercial break. You're watching GCU Men's Volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Wait, let's actually do it right. Hi guys, what's up? Have you guys ever heard of Ask GCU?
I have heard of it.
I have before, yeah.
What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
Well, I should go to GCU.
Probably the best food place.
You know, we all love food.
Yeah,
So probably that episode.
What's the best way to drink a Stampede?
Go-karts. What is your favorite Ask GCU episode?
All of them.
Yeah, thank you.
My favorite episode is probably where they asked about the Chick-fil-A line.
The breakfast one's pretty good.
The one where you guys talk about the best places to have breakfast on campus and everyone said Chick-fil-A.
That's the best breakfast I've ever had.
The Welcome Week episode.
The Welcome Week one, that one's really clutch.
The Welcome Week, where Brittany jumps around into people's cars and asks them questions. Remember, kids, don't get into people's vehicles.
I just really like you guys.
I just like it when you're in it.
You too.
Tweet hashtag AskGCU to get your question featured.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena. And Marley, let's go ahead and revisit some more of those fun facts that we love throwing into the broadcast. Jacob Steele, redshirt freshman, I believe. He has been very involved on the national team. He was a member of the USA Junior National Team in 2018 and the Youth National Team in 2017. Another player, Alex Gettinger, his brother plays volleyball for the U.S. Naval Academy, which is very cool. And you mentioned Austin Wilmont. His father played professional tennis. I can't imagine watching my dad going through old tapes of my dad playing professional tennis. That'd be so cool.
I don't understand tennis, so I don't think I could imagine myself doing that either. Definitely an inspiration, though. And JT Martin, actually, number 11, he's a freshman. And he said on his bio, his biggest sports hero is his dad, because his dad was his first coach and supported him throughout his entire volleyball career. And you can't complain when you're a dad and your son says something about you like that. It is very heartwarming. It was super fun to look up more fun facts. And as we get ready for the second set, through the second set, and maybe third and fourth and fifth, we will mention more fun facts about both teams.
Camden Gianni's got the ball as he's going to kick off this second set. Pepperdine with the pass. And back row attack. Lopes answer. Hugo Fisher with the tip. But they're going to say it hit the antenna and give the point to the Pepperdine Waves as they go up 1-0.
Again, we got Jacob Steele to serve, freshman opposite California, majoring in communications, as he has been key for Pepperdine. And that will be a service error, but everyone gets to sit down in the arena, so.
That's the second one for the Waves this afternoon. Ian McLean takes the ball back to the service line. He's gonna go with the jump float. And he's going to just miss that ball hit by Alex Gettinger, and he's going to check out. Cole Udall steps into the game.
And again, you mentioned the frustration on Ian's face. You can tell that he's very frustrated. Maybe he just needs to collect his thoughts just a little bit before he comes back into the game for GCU.
Alex Gettinger with the top spin. Christian Janke to Heath Hughes up to Hugo Fisher. He sends that one short. Great shot by him. Noah Dyer with the killer swing. We saw him, big powerhouse in their game against UC Santa Barbara. Mentioned they got swept in 3 sets, but nonetheless, I believe he had 11 kills up in those double digits.
Yes, he has been amazing. This season, he has 133.5 points, 24 triple blocks, 48 digs, 15 assists, 263 total attempts. And again, you go back to the kills and the powerful kills that he has. He has 108 of those powerful kills this season.
Saw Christian Janke come away with a kill as he hit that one off Pepperdine's block. Hugo Fisher, killer swing from the back row to kick off that point. Great up by Avery Enriquez. Christian Janke's gonna go with the roll shot. Steele on the right side. Kyle Thompson just hits that one into the net. It looked like there was a little bit of a timing issue between him and setter Heath Hughes as they talked that one over up at the net.
And again, we talked about communications last time. These boys cannot win against Pepperdine if they do not communicate well on the court and understand whose role is what.
And there you see the timing connect as Kyle Thompson and Heath Hughes setting up a great play. Pepperdine still up 4-3, but the Lopes are showing some great promise as they're seeming to pick up some good momentum.
Absolutely, Diana. We just want to see that click here for the GCU team because we know when the team clicks together and you go back to that timing and the timing's right, they are a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, at that point, however, does go to Pepperdine, making it 5-3 Pepperdine.
Setter Joe Carlos steps back to the service line.
He had another sweet thing when you were looking at the fun facts. He said his favorite part of volleyball is actually his teammates. And you see how energetic these boys are and just fun people to be around as well.
Can't ignore that kill by Kyle Thompson. Beautiful as we saw a little bit of communication errors between him and Heath Hughes a few plays ago, but now they seem to really be on it. As he almost comes away with that service ace. Noah Dyer sends that roll shot, giving a little bit of tough problems for the Lopes. Camden Gianni hits that one off the block, and he's going to come away with his 5th kill. He's climbing up almost to the halfway to those double digits.
Yeah, that one was right off the fingers of Alex Gettinger on Pepperdine's team, and Kyle Thompson here to serve.
Lopes are all knotted up at 5.
Great block by Heath Hughes.
Jacob Steele going to go ahead and once again take a swing.
Oh.
Absolutely great effort by that triple Lopes block. Noah Dyer is going to step back to serve. He's yet to have a service ace.
And it is just a 1-point game, and like we mentioned in the game against UCLA, it's so fun with college sports because anything can happen in these sports. Like we saw with UCLA and Stanford, GCU had never beat them, and they came away with that win. But it looks like they are struggling just a little bit here tonight. So hopefully we'll see that light switch and that fire brought on by the Lopes soon.
It seems very up and down, hills and valleys for the boys. Noah Dyer takes the serve. Christian Janke, Heath Hughes, up to Christian Janke from the back row, and that's going to be hit a couple inches outside the perimeter. Pepperdine's up 8-5. Noah Dyer on a roll on the service line.
And the boys on GCU need to get the head in the game. They kind of look like they are defeated already, Diana, but they need to keep a positive mindset, going back to that visualization to take away that pressure.
Pepperdine's not able to push that one over the Lopes block. We know that whenever the guys get a block, that's a light switch for them. It seems to up their momentum and energy.
Absolutely, Diana. As we got, sorry, pardon me, go ahead.
Heath Hughes steps back to the service line. He's gonna drop that one short. And that one's gonna be hit out of bounds by number 24, JT Ardell.
And look, we got Avery Enriquez in there for the Lopes, and we know that Avery is just a fun person to be around, and hopefully will encourage the team more and let them know that they got this.
He definitely brings a lighthearted aspect to the game and reminds the boys why they really play. It's because they absolutely love the game of volleyball.
Yes, Avery keeps it fun, and if you're ever here early for a volleyball game, I would suggest that you watch him warm up. He is just a character to watch.
JT Ardell takes the serve. Ian McLean able to pull that one back as Cole Udall sends the third one over. And blocked by Ian McLean, and he is pumped. See him staring down the waves.
Yes, he did.
Staring them down as he's frustrated. But he also really wants to win this game, as both sides do.
Yes, for sure. I think for Ian McLean, he just wants to make up for the few errors that he has costed GCU. And we just showed right there that he can deliver, and he is making that up for sure.
Avery Enriquez with the killer dig, big play. Christian Janke hits that one into the block, but he didn't look like he didn't know what was happening.
Yes. Again, communication on the side of the Lopes.
Jacob Steele.
10-8 Pepperdine. Jacob Steele, freshman, back on the line for Pepperdine.
He's going to go ahead and go at the jump top spin. Cole Udall, great pass up to Ian McLean, and
they save it.
I'm definitely surprised. I am absolutely shocked that ref did not call a carry on that point.
Definitely looked like a carry from our perspective. And at that point, we'll go to GCU, however. Pepperdine was not happy about that at all.
Matt Worley glad that they called that one. Jacob Steele from the back row attack, excuse me.
Jacob Steele getting the revenge right there from that last call that they were not happy with. As Ian McLean is back out for the Lopes.
Alex Gettinger back to the service line. As Pepperdine's up 11-9. Camden Gianni making easy work for that one. Christian Janke sends that one inside the perimeter of the court. He is going to have 4 kills, gradually adding to his stats for this afternoon.
And there you go. They are gradually turning on that light switch, Diana, as it is just a 1-point game, and this is what we want. We want this back and forth without the service errors, and a great knockdown by Kyle Thompson. And tell us about Kyle Thompson a little bit, about when he started playing volleyball, Diana.
Kyle Thompson actually started playing volleyball when he was just a junior. I was kind of hoping to talk to him about that after the game. I'm sure his life really turned around really fast, especially since he is a D1 athlete. It just impresses me every time we talk about it, and I think about all the hard work he must have put in and how fast.
Camden Gianni with the little smile right there. He definitely did not think that was their point as he continued to play.
Great heart.
But he'll take it.
Great heart from the Lopes as they go up 12-11. I believe that's the first time they've been ahead in this game as Hugo Fisher takes the serve. And Heath Hughes, little disappointed in himself as that is a free opportunity for a kill, but hits it wide outside the line just by a few inches. Austin Wilmont back to serve, and we're knotted up at 12, folks. That'll be the 4th service error. less errors than that UCLA game.
And actually, Austin Wilmont on the Pepperdine team, this is his first season with Pepperdine. He used to be at UC Irvine for his first season, but they are really lucky and happy to have him over there at Pepperdine now.
Powerhouse Janke hits that one into the net. He's having a little bit of a rough game in the service department. We normally see him get a couple service aces within the first 2 sets.
For sure. But again, it seemed like something is a little off with our GCU team here this afternoon. Looking to switch that around for them as it is currently tied. And again, freshman Jacob Steele is just bringing the heat today.
That's his 6th kill for this afternoon. Joe Carlos steps back to the service line. Pepperdine's up 14-13.
This is actually another freshman on Pepperdine's side. They have a lot of young players out there, but they also do have some veterans, which is nice. I believe that having veterans on a team who are experienced to help the boys communicate, but also the young people bringing a fresh new look to the game and maybe a new perspective as well.
And that one's going to be hit out of bounds by JT Ardell. Boys pretty happy about that one, as we're gonna go ahead and take our first media timeout of this set. Lopes are up 15 to Pepperdine's 14. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
One more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena for men's volleyball. The Lopes are up 15-14. And Marley, let's go ahead and revisit some of those fun facts that we love so much.
We love a fun fact. They're so fun. So Heath Hughes on that side, he has a twin sister, Madison, who's actually a setter for Warner University. And then we go back to Avery Enriquez, who has a twin brother at Concordia, which will be an interesting match, as we said. Maybe they are similar in character. It would be super fun to watch that as well. Grayson Browning, who came off the bench and helped deliver for the Lopes about 1 or 2 games ago. I believe it was Ottawa that he came off, and Grayson helped them. He has a brother, Wade, that plays across at Christopher Newport University. And Kyle Thompson, like we have said, aspires to be a physician's assistant.
Lots of interesting facts on the Lope side as Kyle Thompson, the aspiring physician's assistant, takes that serve, and Pepperdine will put that one down on the Lope side as we're all tied up at 15. What an exciting second set. This is what I was hoping for.
This is what we were hoping for. I believe it just takes GCU a little bit to warm up. I think they get in their heads sometimes, and they just need to relax and be confident and take advantage that they are at home.
Noah Dyer takes that service. Camden Gianni hits that one from the back row. Jacob Steele, definitely hearing his name.
Yes.
Quite a lot. Comes away with his 7th kill of this afternoon. Noah Dyer once again back to the service line as Pepperdine is up by 1. Janke to Hughes to Gianni. Tries to hit that back line. Janke's able to get that one up.
Little one-hander right there.
Out to Hugo Fisher. And the Lopes block is able to combat that difficult right side hitter, Jacob Steele, Ian McLean, Camden Gianni. Great effort from their side.
And you saw that look right there, Diana, again from Ian McLean. It seems like He has a lot of energy he has to get out here tonight.
Absolutely. As number 24, JT Ardell hits that one. Great cross shot. Hits that right between two of those Lopes defenders. Got some substitutions happening. Spencer Wiccans, I think this is the second time we've seen him in this match this afternoon. He's checks in to take the serve. As Pepperdine is up by 1, it's 17-16. Cole Udall to Heath Hughes, and he's gonna go ahead and sit Camden Gianni, and he's on fire tonight. He sends that one right into that seam.
That's right, Camden Gianni is on fire, and when he's on fire, there's no stopping him. There's no putting him out. He has 6 kills, 16 total attack attempts this game, and is looking for more aces as well. And again, Ian McLean, silent but deadly right there, answering for the Lopes, and again, making up for some things. As we see some smiles down there on the court.
Making easy work of it this afternoon. Camden Gianni back to the line once again. He sends that one right to the libero. Jacob Steele hits that one out of bounds. But it looks like the Pepperdine Waves have heard enough. They're going to talk it over. We're going to send you to a commercial break. You're watching GCU Men's Volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Do you like to create, collaborate, and solve problems? At Grand Canyon University, you can earn your advanced degree in computer programming, computer science, or information technology. Explore the world of data science or business analytics and change the way businesses operate. Embrace your patriotism and study in cybersecurity or earn your Java certificate. Now's the time to make a change by building a career in one of these high-demand technology programs. Enroll today. Find your purpose at gcu.edu.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena as it's heating up, and it's a very close game. Lopes are up 19-17, something that we haven't really seen much in this game. But yeah, there's some tensions.
There are some tensions down there on the court with Ian McLean, and we have no idea who on the Pepperdine side, but things are definitely heating up, and you know how boys can get, Diana. They're very competitive people. But we did see a smile from him on that last play. I think he's starting to loosen up and warm up a little bit and is ready for this. And actually, last time that GCU and Pepperdine have played, they have played since 2010, and GCU has only beat them once. So hopefully GCU can turn that around and make it 2 times.
Most certainly. They're not strangers to making history on this season as Camden Gianni gets, I believe, the service ace, as there was no second touch on that one. That'll be his first one for this afternoon. He's going to see if he can get a second one as the Lopes go up 20-17.
And great communication right there from the Lopes.
JT Ardell from the middle is going to end that roll for Camden Gianni.
I believe it was actually Joe Carlos, freshman, who knocked that down for Pepperdine right there.
Are you sure? Because that's the setter.
He's up there.
Jacob Steele with the service. And Janke sending that one. Kind of a well-directed, forceful tip to the Waves. There's going to be some substitutions. Tanner Petchell's going to check in for Ian McLean and take the serve.
And you know, Tanner Petchell does not come in a lot for the Lopes, but does a good job when he does. Puts him in for these special occasions just like this.
He's going to go with the nice floater, and he's just going to miss that hit by the Waves. Ian McLean checks back in, but it's going to go right back out again because libero is going to take his spot in the back row. It's Cole Udall. Alex Gettinger Back to serve. Looks like he's going to go with the jump topspin. Lopes are up 22 to 19 as Pepperdine serves that one into the net. That's their 6th service error.
The Lopes smelling the first victory as they are trying to conquer during this set. We got powerhouse Hugo Fisher at the line for the Lopes.
Serves it right at the libero. Very difficult. Noah Dyer from the outside with the tip. Hugo Fisher's able to pick that one up, and you know what? Janke with the tip again. That well-directed, forceful tip is working for him, so he's going to keep on that. Lopes are up by 4, 23 to 19.
And Janke and Camden, when they are on fire, you cannot stop them at all once they get that roll. And then you see another service error right there, but you have to be proud of the boys, Diana, because last game was a little hard to bear with all the service errors, but they have done a very nice job of cleaning it up with the little time that they have had to prepare against Pepperdine.
Most definitely. Number 18, Rob Moulahay, takes a serve. Heath Hughes flicks that one down. He's going to get a kill. Don't see that very often from a setter, and it's going to be game point for the Lopes. Janke is going to step back to the service line. We've seen him have some issues back there throughout the course of this game. But he does really well under pressure, Marley.
He does. And again, we're looking for that other ace to break that record at GCU.
Almost.
Oh, off the face. We always see one of those, Diana.
Noah Dyer is going to send that one over Kyle Thompson, but he overpasses that one in an unfortunate mistake for the Lopes. Pepperdine's going to go up by 1 point, 21 to 24.
And right here, this is where the Lopes need to come together the most, and where that timing that you talked about, Diana, that timing needs to be exact right now.
Cole Udall to Heath Hughes and Kyle Fisher. Great pickup by Janke, Hugo Fisher, and it's blocked once again by that really difficult Pepperdine net defense. Excuse me, I was trying to get that out of my mouth. We're going to go ahead and send you guys to a commercial break as both teams want to talk it over. It's getting really tense here inside the GCU Arena. You're watching GCU Men's Volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Time. Never enough hours in the day, not enough days in the week. But you always make time for work, for play, for creating a brighter future. GCU's Colangelo College of Business puts you first, so you can earn your MBA degree online on your time. To advance your career in business, it takes support from those around you. There's never been a better time to become tomorrow's leader than now. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/MBA.
Welcome back inside this GCU Arena. As Marley, we were just talking about how surprised we were at how packed it is in here. Certainly not as packed as that UCLA game this past Friday, but a good turnout nonetheless.
That's right. I mean, who wouldn't love men's volleyball if they come out here? Again, this is another big team that they're playing. It is a high-ranked team, so everyone knows the pressures is high. As GCU is looking for the match point to win their first set and continue on with this game. And it looks like Pepperdine will have the ball with Joe Carlos, freshman setter. And GCU cannot give away easy points right now.
The Havocs are all fired up, as you can hear them in the background. And he's gonna have a service error on game point. That is truly unfortunate, but the Lopes super excited about that second set. You know, we talked about how they tend to drop that first set. We saw that in that UCLA game. They dropped the first set, but came back in the next three to take that game. Definitely predicted this one.
Yes, and I believe the Lopes need to work on consistency. Although they do not do well on the first set, that is still no excuse to not win a set. They need to stay consistent, and now more than ever, going into this third set, they need to stay consistent because you have seen how powerful this Pepperdine team is, and when they get their hands up and block. And right there, unfortunate service error on the Pepperdine side, but the Lopes need to use that energy as everyone is using their energy in the arena for t-shirt time. It doesn't get much better than that, Diana.
We're gonna go ahead and send you guys to another commercial break. This is men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Sanderson Ford Country, we're Arizona's pride. Thing we do, we're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford Country, built on serving you. Thing we do, we're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena. We're going to go ahead and check out the upcoming schedule of all the exciting Lope sports brought to you by BSN.
That's right. We have a lot of sports going on right now, Diana. Men's basketball returns home next week for an exciting matchup against conference rival New Mexico State on Thursday, the 27th at 7 p.m., and that is going to be one tough game for our boys. They'll take on UTRGV that Saturday at 6 p.m. as well. And baseball will be at home March 3rd to host, once again, New Mexico at 6 p.m. And make sure to watch every home game with us on GCU TV.
Now for a look at the Canyon Stats update brought to you by Canyon State Credit Union. As you can see, we're very, very even with Pepperdine. A little more errors for Pepperdine, even with the attempts, and hitting percentage is a little lower than I would have thought for the Lopes. Blocks, definitely you can see how Pepperdine is really challenging the Lopes as they have 7 to GCU's 4, and everything else nonetheless is pretty even.
That's right. I'm actually surprised on how even all those stats were right there, but goes back to those blocks, Diana. Pepperdine can deliver when it comes to those blocks, and we just have not quite clicked right there with the blocks. So you need to utilize the other aspects of the strong suits to dominate in this third set as we start once again with Pepperdine.
Joe Carlos takes the first serve in this third set. Janky to Hughes, out to Gianni from the right side. Don't see that very often, but he's going to come away with the first point for the Lopes. It's 1-0.
Great execution right there with the block and getting it down for the Lopes.
He's going to go with the jump top spin. Noah Dyer makes easy work of that as he also takes the swing, but it's blocked by the Lopes defense. As he's going to try the tip, and it's going to come over. Janky with the flick as he sends up Heath Hughes. Hugo Fisher, I don't know why I keep doing that, but great kill by him. That's his 5th one for this afternoon.
And that was just great by both teams, the effort that they were putting in. And again, this is what people want to see, the interesting back and forth. Unfortunately, that will be out by Camden, and the point will go to Pepperdine. But again, it is getting interesting, and I believe that the Lopes found their safe little comfortable spot.
Noah Dyer is going to take the serve. Jump topspin up by Cole Udall. Great pass Hugo Fisher once again back-to-back, well, sort of back-to-back kills.
Yes.
Proving himself early in this third set as Grand Canyon University is up 3-1. Ian Fisher, Ian McLean, screwing up all the guys' names this afternoon, steps back to the service line.
It's okay, we're all just very excited. We're heated too.
JT Ardell, great direction from the middle. That'll be his 6th kill for this afternoon.
And if you look down on the court, Diana, you can see that the boys are a little bit more lively than they were last time. Like, they got their head in the game right now. They're using visualization, and they do, again, they don't have as many service errors as Hugo Fisher, powerhouse, tries to show what he got again, but cannot deliver right there.
I think they're gradually remembering that volleyball is a fun game, and, and that they don't need to
enjoy it.
They don't need to be all stressed out. JT Ardell is going to take the serve as he tries the standing float up to Hugo Fisher with the tip. But number 20, Austin Wilmont, with the direction, almost like a tip direction. That's really working. We saw Janke using that quite a lot in that second set. It really worked for him, and it appeared to work for number 20, Austin Wilmont. That one's going to go out of bounds. Great look from Camden Gianni and Cole Udall. They both kind of like hesitated and looked at each other, but
good communication right there. And again, with the timing. And now we're tied 4-4, Pepperdine and GCU. No one's above each other. We're tied.
Hugo Fisher with the jump topspin serve. Up to number 20, Austin Wilmot once again, but he's going to hit that one out of bounds. The boys are pumped as they come off the bench, and GCU goes up by 1. It's 5-4.
As I get a few last words by assistant coach over there, and Hugo Fisher up for the Lopes.
He's going to hit that one out of bounds. That's going to be their 8th service error. Jacob Steele.
Like we said, you've been hearing his name a lot. He is a very good freshman, is a force to be reckoned with, and he's going to develop well over the years for Pepperdine.
Camden Gianni really stepping into that angle to receive that serve, and Janke actually taking some swings here today. He wanted to try something different than that tip direction we've been talking about. He's going to step back for that serve, and, you know, I'd like to see an ace out of him at least once in this game here this afternoon.
Break that record for sure. And Christian Janke is such a versatile player. You got to love it. You just mentioned on previous sets how he was just all over the place, but he can be all over the place and help GCU out in many ways.
That one's going to go out of bounds, hit by Alex Gettinger. Great look for the Lopes. Communicating really well. They all screamed out.
Yes. And Pepperdine seemed a little frustrated with each other after that one. As we got Christian Janke once again, hopefully getting that ace to break that school record.
Classic jump topspin sends that one right into the net, as you can hear the crowd.
Everyone goes, oh.
Alex Gettinger back to the service line. He's got 5 kills this afternoon. Cole Udall is going to receive that one very nicely up to Camden Gianni. He's going to try and hit that one down line. Not quite keeping that inside the perimeter. Alex Gettinger once again stepping back to serve that one for the Waves.
And you know, Diana, I am always impressed how high these boys can jump. It is truly amazing, their athletic ability that is portrayed throughout these games. As
great pull by Heath Hughes.
Heath Hughes trying to deliver right there.
Unfortunately, the angles didn't quite work on that second touch. If he'd got it maybe a few more feet off to the side, maybe Janke, I believe, with that third touch could have gotten it over.
Great effort, though. You can't complain about a player who just gives it to his all right there. And Heath Hughes is definitely one of those, as they will get a free point due to a service error on Pepperdine's side.
Kyle Thompson stepping back into the game. He's yet to have a service ace. And
Jacob Steele trying to run all the way over there. You can see a little boy down there was a little scared that was coming right towards him. But again, good effort on the Pepperdine side, especially Jacob Steele.
He just stole that service ace from Kyle Thompson, getting that second touch. You can see the look of disappointment on Kyle's face. Noah Dyer with the direction. Good up by Hugo Fisher up to Camden Gianni. He's going to send that one, trying to hit that corner spot right in between that seam, but not working for him this afternoon. He's a little frustrated. Austin Wilmot steps back to serve. He's yet to have a service ace this afternoon. As we're all tied up at 9. Janky for Hughes up to Ian McLean, but timing didn't seem like there was much communication in between the setter and McLean. They're talking it over a little bit. Janky to Cole. He's going to pick up that second one to Camden. He got a touch off the block for the Waves as Steele takes that hit. Up to Camden Gianni. It's blocked. Cole Udall all over the place. We love seeing that. Good spot by Ian McLean. Steele and Janky off the face. And Gianni ends that rally. What a rally it was, Marley. As we're knotted up at 10.
Those boys, man, what an effort they put in right there. I don't know if I could keep going if they slammed one of those balls right in my face, Diana. I have to say, great job by those boys putting all their effort in.
Noah Dyer, but easy work by Enriquez. Camden Gianni hits that one down, but the Waves just couldn't quite pick it up.
And the energy is getting loud here in the GCU arena. And that's what the boys need. You know, they need encouragement from the crowd as well. I think it factors in to the game for them for sure.
Heath Hughes with the short serve. And great up by Enriquez, and it goes over, and it's in play. JT Ardell takes that one over. It's up to Heath Hughes, who got the one-hand set, and Ian McLean gets that one over. Noah Dyer, Enriquez once again picks that one up. Hugo Fisher sends that one over. Noah Dyer trying to end it, but Enriquez picks that one up. What a great effort from the libero, from the Lopes. It is rare that you see in men's volleyball someone get 3 digs in a row. I am absolutely pumped for him.
You can see everyone's arms get thrown up in the arena right there. Very impressive by Enriquez right there.
Joe Carlos steps back to the serve. And that one's going to be sent out of bounds. Great look by Udall. Saw him go right over his shoulder. He was watching that one, though. Ready for it.
And once again, Diana and I are standing on our feet. I don't know how you could be sitting down after those last 2 plays as it is heating up here in the GCU arena. Great block.
Dyer with the hit, picked up by Janky, and he's going to try and get that one over. He tries for the seam, doesn't quite get it down. Steele on the back line. Great spot for him. Lopes defense couldn't quite get it, as that's a tough seam to work with.
Jacob Steele really bringing the heat once again. Both the boys really want this win, and they're showing this as we have Noah Dyer at the line for Pepperdine.
Gianni picks that one up to Hugo Fisher. Little communication error, but Pepperdine's able to send it over. Cole Udall out to Janky, and he puts it right in some really congested traffic. A little bit of communication errors by the Waves. He comes away with that kill. That will be his 8th kill for this afternoon. Camden Gianni's got 9. Janky just got his 8th. Hugo Fisher's got 6. Kyle Thompson's got 5. Ian McLean frustrated. He sent that one out of bounds, and we're all knotted up at 13.
Hey, Diana, I think we're going to have to get a little comfortable for this game. It might be a longer game than we think.
And you know, it's only almost halfway, and we're already on our feet. It's going to be an exciting rest of the third set. Hugo Fisher sends that one down. Very hard direction. Stumps the Pepperdine Waves.
And it seems like Hugo Fisher has stumped Pepperdine quite a bit here this afternoon and has just been knocking down ball after ball, and great blocks as well. Hopefully control the serve a little bit.
As Dyer's going to go from the back row, it's going to be a
He goes over!
That's going to be an ESPN moment right there.
Oh,
and Pepperdine hits that one outside the perimeter. And they're going to call a touch off that one. Unfortunately, the point goes to the Waves.
Oh, my Lord. We need instant replay. Heath Hughes dove over. And it is getting heated here in the arena.
Steele with the serve up to Heath Hughes. Janke hits that one right off the block. Pepperdine able to return that one. As Pepperdine hits that one into the net. What an unfortunate mistake by Alex Gettinger.
Oh, my Lord.
But man, oh man, we're going to take a media timeout. Me and Marley going to talk this one over. When we come back, you're watching GCU Men's Volleyball right here on GCU TV.
At GCU, earning your MBA degree online comes with the college experience. To advance your career in business, it takes support from those around you. Our online class size averages less than 25 students, with highly skilled faculty. GCU's Colangelo College of Business offers online MBA programs in real-world emphasis, including accounting, leadership, marketing, sports business, and more. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu/MBA.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arenas. It's an exciting halfway point for the Grand Canyon University Antelopes and Pepperdine Waves. Marley, we just saw an excellent save by setter Heath Hughes. He dove over the score table to retrieve a shanked ball, and maybe that could be an ESPN moment.
Yeah, I would think it would be an ESPN moment. I thought we almost saw an ESPN moment during UCLA, and then Heath Hughes just freaking dives over the scoreboard over there. As you can see, the girls down there who he dived over are talking over, a little shook up, but great job by Heath Hughes right there, as the boys are still laughing about it as well down there on the court. And now we have Christian Janke up for the Lopes for the serve.
Very tight game, obviously, as the Lopes are up 15-14. Janke looking to break a record this afternoon. Almost right there, as Alex Gettinger hits that one off the Lopes block and gets his fourth kill of this afternoon.
Strong block right there by GCU, however. And they're wiping down the court currently right now, so no one trips up and slips.
Alex Gettinger once again back to that service line. All knotted up at 15. He's going to go with the jump topspin, hits that one out of bounds. Lopes go up by one, it's 16-15.
And we got Jack Burton for the Lopes. Again, like we said, one of our captains, senior this year to serve. As it is always fun to watch him when he does come out for the Lopes.
He's going to have a service error for the Lopes. That's going to be their 11th this afternoon. And check back out. Cole Udall steps into the game. Another one of those silent heroes for the Lopes. Rob Mullahay is going to send that one over for the Waves. It's up to Camden Gianni. He's going to get the touch off the block. Point goes to the Lopes. They're up 17-16.
And there's our hero of the night for GCU. Stepping up for the serve for GCU.
Pepperdine takes the easy pass, and Heath Hughes is going to take the second ball. He's going to send it outside to Camden Gianni. He's going to keep that one in the court. Pepperdine sends an easy ball over. Enriquez takes it. Up to back row, Janke. Great up by Janke once again, out to Camden. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Great look from Camden Gianni.
And another one of those silent heroes that we have on our team is Enriquez. Avery Enriquez, just like you said, he had 3 digs in the same play. It was amazing, the effort and talent that was showed right there by Enriquez, so props to him. In the net.
JT Ardell hit that one in the net. Lopes pretty ecstatic about that. Waves need to talk it over. Lopes are up 19-16. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the GCU arena as it's an exciting third set. We got Pepperdine with 1 set, and we got the Lopes with 1 set. We could possibly see a fifth set game here this afternoon.
That's right, Diana. And some key players for Pepperdine has been Jacob Steele. You have been hearing his name over and over and over. He has 5 digs and 9 kills. Noah Dyer, who is another person who steps up to the line for them, has 6 kills and 5 digs as well, with 18 total attack attempts. And then JT Ardell delivering for Pepperdine as well for Grand Canyon University. Camden Gianni is someone who has been dynamic. Christian Janke, and again, Hugo Fisher up there with those boys.
Heath Hughes takes the serve up to Noah Dyer. Great direction, sends that one right in front of the 10-foot line. Joe Carlos steps back to the service line. Janke to Hughes, up to Camden, and man, he is on fire, Marley, from that right side position. Normally he's an outside, but I think Worley's kind of trying to switch things up, give the Waves a little bit of trouble.
That's right, you want to confuse your opposing team when you can. And again, Camden Gianni is one of those versatile players that if you watch and if he studies, he could probably do anything you ask him to do, and he'll give it all his heart as well.
Lopes are happy to have him for the next 3 seasons, not including this one, as he is just a redshirt freshman. Dyer back to serve, topspin to Janke. Out to Hughes, he's gonna be blocked by JT Ardell.
And we mentioned JT Ardell and Hugo Fisher battling it off right there as they are top players for each team.
Pepperdine coming increasingly closer to the Lopes score of 20, and great direction by Janke. He sends that one down the line, and we've been talking about that hard tip direction. It's really been working for him. Lopes are up 21-19.
Yeah, all those tips that they've been doing have been working out pretty well for GCU, and they're fun to watch as well, as we got Tanner serving for the Lopes.
Great spot by him, but that's going to fall. Alex Gettinger is going to come away with his 5th kill of this afternoon. Spencer Wiccans checking into the game. He's going to take the serve for Pepperdine. It's getting close, Marley.
It is getting close. 1-point game, 21-20 at GCU, as they kept it alive right there.
Wiccans outside to Pepperdine's outside number 14, Alex Gettinger, coming away with another kill, almost back-to-back kills. He's got 6.
And that was very well executed. They could see that there was no one over there on that side of the court, and they dropped it right down, knowing that the GCU Lopes could not get there in time.
They're certainly using all the tools in their toolbox as this game's getting very close. It's 21-21. Jacob Steele blocked by Janky, Thompson, and Hugo Fisher. I think Hugo Fisher got a little bit of action there on that block.
Great block by GCU. As we looked at the stats, blocks was something that they needed to work on and become stronger at to compete against this Pepperdine team, and they're definitely demonstrating that in this 3rd set, as that point will go to Pepperdine, and we are tied 22-22, Diana. I'm stressed out.
Most definitely. I know a lot of the Lopes fans are getting on their feet, as this will be an exciting conclusion to this 3rd set. Steele steps back to the service line, topspin right to Camden, makes easy work of it. Out to Janky, he sends that one down the line. There's gonna be a touch on that block. Point goes to the Lopes, it's 23-22. Janky sends that one out of bounds. Not what we want to see in this close to the conclusion of the set.
Again, the Lopes need to come together as a team. As we will take a timeout here on the game, we will be right back with men's volleyball here on GCU TV.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena, as it's getting very close, and I'm getting more and more stressed out. I'm looking at Marley.
I'm bouncing up and down right now. I'm getting all excited. As everyone is bouncing up and down in here.
We love a good close match, especially on this Sunday afternoon. Beautiful Sunday afternoon following a little bit of rain showers we saw in Phoenix yesterday. I know I looked outside my window and was kind of shocked, as surprisingly it does rain in the desert.
I know you forget about that sometimes, that you probably should buy an umbrella just in case. You never know. As you can feel the intensity in the arena right now against both teams, as we are tied 23-23 in the 3rd set.
Gettinger to Janky, out to Gianni. He's picked up by the libero for Pepperdine. Back row attack, Heath Hughes sets it up out to Cole Udall, and Gianni once again hits it out of bounds. That's his move here today. He knows when those Pepperdine hands are all wacky, and he's just using them. It's just bouncing back right out of bounds. Kyle Thompson's gonna step back to the service line. It's 24-23.
Yes, great observation on his behalf and using that to his advantage as everyone is getting to their feet for match point.
He puts that one in the court. And number 20, Austin Wilmot, hits that one out of bounds. That's the end of this third set. An exciting third set at that, Marley.
Very exciting. I actually have goosebumps right now, Diana, from this as we are going into the fourth set. Very nicely done by GCU to finally come together and work on their communication, figure out what Pepperdine lacks in, and take advantage of that. We got star players coming out here. We have ESPN plays coming out here. So make sure you stay tuned as we approach this fourth set.
An exciting fourth set it will be, as both teams quite talented. We talk about rankings. Lopes are ranked number 13 to Pepperdine's number 6. I believe they're tied for 6th. And we're going to go ahead and send you guys to a commercial break. You're watching GCU Men's Volleyball versus Pepperdine right here on GCU TV.
GCU helps you stay focused on staying purpose-driven. They give you the tools to find what your purpose truly is. Once I got out here, I kind of had an identity crisis. Walking around campus, I saw a flyer for something called Java Jams. When I first walked onto that stage, my heart was pounding, but I was able to find myself as an artist. My name is Joseph, and I'm earning my Bachelor of Arts degree at GCU.
There's thunder in all of us. Come find your purpose at Grand Canyon University.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena for this fourth set. And Marla, we've had some really decorated volleyball coaches in the house this weekend. We saw UCLA. We had Coach Spara, head coach for the Olympic men's volleyball team. He's been the head coach since 2013. I had a little bit of a starstruck moment seeing him in person as I grew up watching him coach the men's team. David Hunt is another coach for several Olympians. He was the U.S. women's head coach, assistant volleyball coach that helped them earn a bronze medal at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio. Very honored and excited to have all these visiting coaches on the GCU campus.
Yes, for sure. It has been a great honor to be alongside or be able to commentate their game that is going on. I know we are very thankful for that. Diana, it was fun to see you starstruck by Spara on Friday, and it was fun to hear all the information that you told me about him, as well as I had no idea who he was at all until we did some research, and he's a very well-respected man who will be going to the Olympics for 2020 to help out on that behalf, as everyone is standing to their feet for the fourth set, and the energy is high in here, Diana. Oh, my Lord.
I love it. It certainly energizes me, makes me excited for the guys as they're having a very good season. Very, very honored to have watched their progress throughout this season.
Yes, the boys are doing very well as they are 10-3 right now. Pepperdine at 6-3. Again, Pepperdine ranked number 6, GCU ranked number 13. As the Lopes will start off with the ball. We got Camden Gianni back there to start off, but we cannot find a ball for Camden Gianni. And it looks like someone got one right there for him. Again, going into the fourth set. And we will see if the Lopes can deliver again here at home and change history once again.
Camden Gianni with a service ace. Second one for this game. He's on fire on that service line.
And Camden Gianni might be up there with Christian Janke on breaking the school record for aces. The team did great on aces last game. They were just on fire with that.
As he serves that one into the net. Pepperdine coming away with the point. We're tied up at 1 early in this fourth set.
We got number 3, Joe Carlos, freshman for Pepperdine, setting right there.
Hugo Fisher sending that one short. Libero able to pull that one out of the net. Heath Hughes taking the first ball. Saw Cole Udall take that second one. Seen a lot of out-of-system action. Cole Udall gets the touch, but not able to pull that one back to where one of his fellow teammates could keep it in play.
And Diana, the boys really going to keep their head in the game for this set.
Joe Carlos back to the service line. He's going to send that one up, and it looked like possibly Heath Hughes got that, what we call a pancake.
Pancake. It's my favorite term in volleyball. It seems like Heath Hughes is doing a lot of pancakes today all over the place, Diana.
Totally, for sure. Carlos with the serve. Out to Janke, and he sends that one. Stuffs it right in between that Pepperdine wave block. Ian McLean back to the service line, and Marley talking about terms in volleyball. One of my favorites is a waffle, and that's when someone plays it with their foot.
It's always fun to watch. Kind of freaks me out a little bit because I didn't know if that was allowed. I honestly keep it alive right there. Very nicely done.
Great job by Janke, but Hugo,
and it will be turned.
And there is a touch. Hugo Fisher comes away with his 8th kill. Great job. Great look by the refs, too. I didn't see that one. Ian McLean sends that floater, tries to hit the corner. Pepperdine goes up 4-3. Dyer back to serve. He's gonna go with the top spin. Janke to Camden Gianni, back row attack. Talk about a jump on that guy.
Yes. He's just a very impressive athlete. And as most people know about his story, just the way how he has come back so strong, it is amazing, and he is unbelievable.
Not to mention he probably has the sickest pair of kicks on the team. Not sure if you guys can see that.
They're very, very shiny down there on the court.
You definitely can tell when he's coming for that back row attack because you see his shoes first.
See him running up there.
Sat out by the Lopes.
And we got Christian Janke in the back to serve for GCU. Lopes up in the air everywhere.
Still waiting for him to break that school record. He sends that one over.
I feel like we keep mentioning it, and it's not going to happen, Diana. That's usually how it goes with broadcasting. You say something, and the other thing happens.
Unfortunately, that may be
stop.
true. Maybe we'll stop with that, and we'll see an ace out of him. Jacob Steele back to serve. Janke takes the reception on that one out to Camden Gianni. He puts that on the back line. Great spot from him. He's up to 15 kills, almost matching his 17 kills he had in that UCLA game on Friday night. Thompson taking his time back there on the service line. He's going to put a floater in. Lopes blocked that one. Gianni knocks it back down. He's got 2 touches in a row, finally gets the point on the second one. Lopes go up 7-6.
Gianni just delivering for the Lopes here this afternoon. Again, like Janke, he's someone who can go all over the court and deliver.
Thompson. Back to Steele. That's going to go out of bounds. Kyle's pumped about that because he gets to send another one over from the service line.
And very good job on Kyle Thompson's part right there of not touching the ball and reading that it was going to go out. Again, we talked how Matt Worley said that he wasn't the most improved player. And Pepperdine saves it right there and gets the point.
Cole Udall checks in. Alex Gettinger, I believe, stepping back to take the serve for the Waves. Very close game here in this fourth set. GC is still up by 1, but he's going to send that one out of bounds, and they're going to go up by 2. It's 9-7.
Fun fact about Alex Gettinger, who just served. He is a junior. He actually just picked up basketball and wiffle ball on the side of playing volleyball as well.
Dyer sends that one down. And Marley, I'm kind of surprised. I just found out recently that Pepperdine's located right on the coast in Malibu. I'm surprised a lot of these guys don't surf.
Oh, yes. If I could surf, I'd probably be out there all the time, especially in Malibu. Very nice over there.
Gianni takes that one to Cole Udall. He's going to send it back to Gianni. He's going to put that one in a great spot. Great open corner. Lopes go up by 2. It's 10-8.
And Diana, you can't ignore the fact that Gianni has been reading the court and has been reading Pepperdine so well. He sees that open opportunity, or he learns from past plays, and he just knocks it right down where it's needed to.
He's having a great weekend as he's up to 17 kills. Hugo Fisher picks that one up. Out to Janke. He sends that one into the Pepperdine block. Once again, using and utilizing the hands of the Waves player. They're having a little bit of an issue on keeping their hands directed inside of the court as Janke tooled that one out of bounds. Gianni. Out to Dyer, great look. Definitely a hard ball to dig. That's his 9th kill. Joe Carlos. Janke. Out to Janke again. He once again uses the hands of the Waves players. He's going to come away with another kill. That's his 13th.
And I know we said Camden Gianni has been on fire, but Christian Janke he's a little fireball out there, Diana. And again, when he gets going, and the whole team gets going, just like you saw right there as the Lopes obtained that next point, making it 13-9.
Great block by Hugo Fisher. Solo block at that. Ian McLean steps back to the service line. Camden Gianni trying to get a hand on that one. Point goes to Pepperdine. GCU is still up by 3. It's 13-10.
Looks like this is going to be another long and very close set right here, Diana. GCU could win it if they come together and dominate. It is knocked straight down. You can see the boys on the sideline trying to resuscitate each other as they are just starstruck over that play.
Here, Janke in the house. That's what our fellow commentator Kyle likes to say about Janke, as he is another one with a very large vertical. Hugo Fisher sends that one over. Gettinger up by Enriquez. Great dig. Janke sends it to that difficult cross-court shot. He comes away with his 15th kill. And timeout is going to be called. It's a media timeout. We're going to send you guys to commercial break. You're watching GCU Men's Volleyball versus Pepperdine right here on GCU TV.
So one key component that makes the Waste Management Phoenix Open so successful is Cox Business. Over 700,000 people are going to come enjoy TPC Scottsdale, from digital TV to digital phones to security, and most importantly, that free Wi-Fi all over this property. We simply couldn't do it without a partner like Cox Business. We're grateful, we're thankful, it's a hole-in-one.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena as heating up in this fourth set. Got about a 5-point difference between Pepperdine and GCU. But Marley, that's the great thing about volleyball. It can change in a matter of seconds. We saw that in that third set. Lopes were up by quite a bit, but the Waves came back and really challenged them, especially near the end once Lopes hit about the 20-point mark.
That's right, Diana, for sure. And we've had a lot of key contributors, but let's talk about Avery Enriquez. When he gets on that court, he makes dig after dig. He currently has 8 digs. And then we talked about Heath Hughes as well. He has 40 assists. And then Camden Gianni with 17 kills and Christian Jenke with 15. And we talk about those boys always go back and forth with their numbers. They are just amazing when they play together.
Enriquez sticking a chicken wing out there. He knew what he did wrong. You can see him shaking his head as fellow libero Cole Udall checks in for him. Love to see some even playing time between the two, as I believe both of them are very exceptional liberos.
And we talked about Avery's character and humor right there, and you could tell right there when he put his hands over his face when he messed up for the Lopes. It just shows how funny he is and how to remember that it's just a sport and that it is very fun. And
Kyle Thompson gets a whole piece of that pie right there. I believe some of the other guys got a little piece of that too. Heath Hughes, Christian Jenke, great triple block. You can see libero Avery Enriquez back in the game throwing some comments to Kyle, maybe telling him where to hit the ball next.
Yes. Very, very pumped up down there on the GCU side, as they should be.
Jenke sends that one wide. Pepperdine goes up by 1 point. They got 12 to the Lopes 16.
Once again, Cole is back in for Avery. And like you said, it is very nice to get the even playing time for both of them. I'm sure that they both appreciate it, as well as you want to be a part of big games like this that are against such big teams and make history and be part of that.
Absolutely, as Lopes continue to make history. Today they're just focusing on trying to beat that 3-game losing streak, as fourth could be the charm. Kyle Thompson hitting air right there. Austin Wilmont back to serve. 3-point differential at 16-13.
And this season, Austin Wilmont has 78 kills, 138 total attacks, 11 digs, and 102 points. So he's been doing very well this season for Pepperdine.
Gettinger blocked by Kyle Thompson. Hugo Fisher picks that one up. Out to Camden Gianni. It's dug by number 9, the libero Diego Perez. Haven't really said much about him, but he's had very, very big contribution to the Waves.
Yeah, that's right. He has had a huge contribution as well, and you mentioned the digs. He actually has 76 digs this season, so very impressive on his behalf, and he showed right there where he shines, obviously in digs, adding to the number of the 76.
Blocked by Ian McLean and Heath Hughes. They're pumped over that one. That's exactly what Ian McLean needs. As you can tell, we've seen him get in his head a little bit during this matchup against Pepperdine, but
And I'm loving it right here when we looked at the stats and we talked about their blocks. Going back to the blocks again, the boys really turned that around, and they are strong, very strong in that behalf.
There's going to be a touch off that one. It's hard to ignore that dig by Janke. Oh, absolutely perfect right to Heath Hughes. The Waves need to talk this one over. It's 19-13. You're watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
There's an exciting destination for food, fun, and golf in the heart of Phoenix. Come to the GCU Hotel and Canyon 49 Grill, where our hospitality management students gain real-world experience and deliver unmatched service. Enjoy beautiful amenities like a resort-style pool, full-service fitness center, championship golf course, and coffee shop GCBC. Canyon 49 Grill serves American fare all day and happy hour with a great vibe and Lopes pride. Room rates start at $89 per night. Visit GCUHotel.com today.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena for this fourth set. And Marley, we were just talking about how we almost don't have enough time to talk about all the good things that we're seeing on the team. We're seeing some great net defense, some great serving, great digs on both sides, actually. It's just truly an exciting game to be a part of.
That's right, Diana. And it gets hard because both of us want to talk about stuff and we have to apologize for it later, but it's just so exciting when seeing this team go off the way that they are. And you can see on the court that they are starting to loosen up. And remember that this is a fun thing and they need to just learn and develop and be in the moment right now during this game. And we got Kyle Thompson in the back, Killer Kyle as we call him now, serving for the Lopes.
He's gonna go with the floater. And number one, we haven't seen him much in the game, but that'll be his first kill this afternoon. Scott Salon.
That's right, Scott Salon. He is a freshman from Las Vegas, Nevada. Last game, he was a big contributor. He had 4 kills, 10 total attacks, 2 digs, and 4.5 points to contribute to the team. And he actually had some fun facts as well. One of the really interesting ones is Pulp Fiction is his favorite movie, Diana, which a lot of people would not find to be their favorite movie. However, I am up there with him. That is my second favorite movie. So I cannot disagree with that.
Lots of fun facts. You can check those more about these Pepperdine players on their athletics page.
What? They kept it alive right there.
Great save by them. Camden Gianni trying to end this play. Heath Hughes getting a piece of that, and they're gonna keep this one in play. Great job from their defense, struggling to keep it alive. Janke wants to end this play from the back row. He gets the kill. That will be his 16th kill.
Diana, I thought that the ball was dead right there, and I think everybody else did too. And we were surprised to see that ball hop back up. I wish I knew what that was to recover the ball. Unfortunately, we do not, but they were diving all over the place. Great job by both teams, and great job by Janke for shutting it down as he runs to the side.
Enriquez, great job from him. He gets that dig. And almost kept in play by Gianni. Great hit from number 14, Alex Gettinger.
Diane, I think this has been one of the most fun games we have watched so far. These boys are just putting everything they can, laying it out, doing pancakes all over the place.
That's what we love to see. And there's Camden Gianni really showing off his athletic abilities. Throwing it down line. That's his 19th kill. Can he get to 20 before we get to 25? It's 21-16.
Camden Gianni now has 19 kills in this game with 40 total attack attempts. Ian McLean and Christian Janke right there delivering for the Lopes.
Great block, and Ian McLean, man, we've seen him struggle in some areas of the game, but certainly not in the blocking department. He's really a great asset to the Lopes with his blocking abilities. He's the block leader for the team. He had 29 coming into this game, and that's certainly gone up since then. But we're gonna go ahead and send you guys to another commercial break. You're gonna be seeing some great volleyball right after this one. You're watching men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Welcome back inside the GCU Arena. And Marley seeing some great stats out of is each excelling in their own department. We got the roommates Camden Gianni and Christian Janke have 19 to 16 respectively. And we talked about Ian McLean before we went to break. He's got quite a few blocks. I believe he's got 4, so that puts him at 33 as he leads the team in this season. Gianni to Diego Perez, out to Gettinger. He's gonna hit that one into the net. It's 23 to 16. We're 2 points away from the conclusion, the possible conclusion of this fourth set. Dyer hits that one right into the hands of Ian McLean. And we keep talking about his presence on this net defense. And you can see Hugo Fisher shaking his shoulders, like very impressed with him.
Oh my Lord, Diana, everyone is up on their feet right here, as it could be match point.
But Dyer stuffs that one into Heath Hughes. Still match point nonetheless. It's 24 to 17.
Pepperdine looking a little defeated on that side as GCU is pumped up along with everyone in this arena. They got their keys out, so let's see if the boys can shut it down right here.
Janke, calm, cool, and collected, takes that service reception sent over by Hugo Fisher out to Dyer. It's blocked once again by that Lopes defense out to Hugo Fisher. Once again, he sends that off the block, and the game is over. 25 to 17. GCU ends the streak, now beating Pepperdine not only once but twice. And they are knocking teams down left and right, especially well-ranked teams, as they took down Pepperdine, ranked at number 6. Marley, recap that wonderful game for us.
Oh my Lord. As we said, GCU usually starts off pretty slow, as was shown even in the UCLA game as well. But they started picking up their energy gradually. They picked up their energy in the second set, dominating right there, as it was close, however, and it was the same thing for the third one as well, as it was really close. Pepperdine put up a really tough fight, and then right here in the fourth quarter, the boys just finding that momentum, finding that timing, and clicking on every aspect in delivering. And as we mentioned, players of the game, as the boys are pumped up down there, the GCU Golf Course player of the game is Heath Hughes. You cannot ignore him. You will know him. And if you have the opportunity, go back in the third set and watch that amazing dive by Heath Hughes that we want to make on ESPN. He is a hard worker, and do not forget about who he is, because he will make you remember Diana.
It's very impressive to me, as oftentimes I always talk about this because it's it's a big fact in volleyball. Oftentimes the setters and the liberos get overlooked, but Heath Hughes, man, you can't ignore the hustle he has on the court and the passion that he has for the game of volleyball. It's truly inspiring. I love to see him out, especially with that great save. Man, I'm going to be upset if that doesn't make it on ESPN.
We'll send it in for him.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. The Lopes hit the road, but they'll be back at home March 6th to take on Vanguard. That'll be an exciting game for them. Tune in to GCU TV at 3:30 for an exciting match. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And on behalf of Marley, go Lopes.